Hey, Scorpio, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find that link in the description box below. All right, so Scorpio, the key theme showing up for you in the month of August, you have choices, action on your end. You also received the shadow work card as well. And when I went to clarify the shadow work, finances came up. So some of you are really taking a look at how you earn, how you spend your money, your financial status here, abundance, whatever way, shape, or form that shows up in your life. So I'm sensing that some of you may be making some choices, taking an action step when it comes to healing something around your abundance. And we'll dive further into this as well. So the first card out was the shadow work. This can talk about inner healing. Some of you may suffer, or you may have gone through a traumatic event that left you with post-traumatic stress. For others of you, you've gone to therapy, you've worked on the ego, you've overcome or are working on overcoming addictions in any shape, size, or form. This can be about uncovering buried emotions. It can be taking a look at any beliefs around love, family, money, abundance, whatever you struggle with here on earth. This is about you taking a look at where you are investing your time, your energy, your money. Some of you have a new income source available to you, or something will be offered in the month of August, so you can maybe live a more fortunate life, a more abundant world, whatever that may look like for you. You may be taking a look at your assets. You may be taking a look at money, where you're making maybe the best interest, where you have your money. You may be looking at savings. They're giving me a high yield savings account. So some of you could be even looking into CDs or money markets, things of that nature. For others of you, I certainly sense that because you have investments here, you are looking into the belief systems around self-worth and net worth as well. So this is a really deep energy to be in, but I like it because it means that you're taking accountability and responsibility for your healing in order to bring more of that abundance into your world, because action is required on your end. And I feel with this action card, this is about you taking charge, Scorpio. It's about you having that motivation, that hustle, that ambition to move forward here. There's motivation coming in, and I sense that you have a newfound awareness. Maybe you are seeking out help from another person. Perhaps you finally know what to do. You could have received a message, a call, an email that allows you to move forward in any area of your life. If you were dealing with any sort of legalities, there could be a payout as well, but there's action. Finally, after a time of maybe looking at something and not seeing it moving, because the shadow can be, okay, what do I do now? There's uncertainty here. I'm not quite sure how to face the situation or what's the results that are going to show up because of it. There's an opportunity here to grow. Now, you may have some choices to make in the month here of August. Do I stay? Do I leave? Do I relocate? Where? Right? This doesn't just have to be career. Please take it as it resonates for you. There could be choices in health, choices in relationships, choices when it comes to maybe purchasing or buying a vehicle, a home, your life partner. This is all about making decisions, which we have the free will to choose what we feel is in our highest good. So there are options available here for you, Scorpio. There's resources available as well. This is feeling a little bit like you are standing between two worlds at this time. You will find that balance, but I sense that you have to make a decision here and stick to it. Don't second guess, because sometimes we go back and forth, back and forth. We may say, well, this is what I really want, and then we think about it, and the mind starts to talk us out of what we want, and then we make the other choice, and then we say, well, is that really the choice? And we can stay in this energy of indecisiveness. And so I feel like if you've been that way, Scorpio, in the past, there is something you are sticking with, you're making a decision, and you're following through. That's why the action card is here. Whatever this is, I feel like you can trust yourself. You can trust your intuition. You can connect with your higher self, your guides, your loved ones, your angels to help you move forward in the highest light, because your first cards out are the Sun and the Seven of Coins. So there certainly could be an increase in finances, the fruits of your labor paying off that bring in more money, more abundance, more sunshine. Some of you may be deciding to travel or move to a place that maybe is a little sunnier than where you are at. This can be about making sure that whatever it is you are investing in, it is something that you enjoy. It brings in happiness and abundance and light and love. The Sun energy is the most positive, successful energy in the tarot. And it's important for you to not self-sabotage. It's important for you not to wait for something to get taken away or feel, okay? Sometimes we let emotions or conditions make us feel a certain way based on past experiences. And Spirit is saying here, don't allow some past experience to dampen that joy or to diminish the return. It could be someone else's story. It could be someone else's word. If someone says, let's say you want to travel to Hawaii for a vacation, and you have a family member or a friend come in and say, oh, Hawaii is not safe. We went there and it was the worst time and you're just going to have the worst time. Don't let someone else's emotions or projections, thank you, Spirit, projections interfere with the fruits of your labor or the decisions that you make. Stick with what you feel to be true for you, because that could have been their experience. That doesn't have to be yours. Don't let someone in and come in and seal the thunder is kind of what I'm hearing here for you. Now, Scorpio, mid-month here, and August is a powerful month regardless. We have the Lionsgate portal on 8/8, which is a huge manifestation portal of us getting into true alignment with what it is that we truly seek and desire. That's going to be difficult for those of you that are not in alignment or you're resisting some sort of change. It may be a little more difficult, right? But those of us that are feeling like we are living our journey, it is an extra amplifier of manifestation. So it would be a perfect day to create a vision board, to set intentions, to work with the energies that are provided, to work with the portal of going beyond, seeing beyond the surface, getting to the root of a situation, being able to bring more balance in by shedding light to some of the shadows, right? When the Ace of Swords comes in, this is all about a new understanding, a new sense of clarity, a newfound sense of focus that maybe you didn't have in the past, but it's coming in here now, because I am getting wishy-washy, indecisive energy that you may have felt in the past, but now you're clear. The path is made clear here. You've done some shadow work, because I do get that you went within, and I feel like now you know what you need to do, and it's going to lead to this prosperous victory. The Ace of Swords can cut out any of the BS, any of the things that you're attached to, any of those struggles, any of those limiting beliefs that hold you back. It can cut it out and help you feel more secure, right? And come up with that action plan, because it cuts through the barriers. You may have a lot of light bulb moments this month, a lot of ahas, a lot of epiphanies. You may say, wow, that is what I need to do. Or, wow, I'm going to just forgive. I'm going to let that roll off my energy. I'm not going to hang on to it. So whether it's tiny, whether it's large, it doesn't matter. The energy here is you being victorious because you are living your life and you're standing in your light. I love this. There is some sort of victory here, some sort of excitement, some sort of adventure, and an achievement that's happening here for you, because the Nine of Pentacles is all about creating a life that you love, a life that you are proud of, even if you're single. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles here is all about self-sufficiency, hard work paying off, feeling confident and proud of yourself, where maybe in the past you were dependent on others financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may have been for you. We all have those human experiences that can be a little more difficult, right? Nine of Pentacles says, I don't have to veer off in my own lane. I can just focus on my light instead of feeling like I have to fix, heal, or listen to everybody else, right? And that's not selfish. And maybe that belief system for you is I have to put myself on the back burner and I have to put everyone else before my own needs. You're not doing that any longer here, Scorpio. You're taking care of you. I am getting a little feeling of loneliness, emptiness. Maybe some of you aren't following through. This is the month for you to follow through, because the emptiness and loneliness is only going to maybe expand if you don't get out of this comfort zone and you don't head towards this happiness and do what it is that you truly are meant to do or set out to do, because there's something here with staying in a comfort zone that I'm hearing. So maybe you stay in the comfort zone by not leaving your home. Maybe it's eating certain foods you know aren't good for you. Maybe it's drinking wine every night and numbing some sort of emotions. Whatever it is that you are doing here, Scorpio, you're being called to approach it from a new perspective and to take action on that as well. Now, your final cards we have are the Devil and the Eight of Swords. I'm getting here distractions, and as I say that, there's a little fly that lives in these green leaves here, and they come out just when Spirit is letting us know that there's some sort of distraction that may be pulling you off your course. And the fact is you have the Eight of Swords and the Devil, and the fact that these are showing up together, some of you may be blinding yourself, self-sabotaging your happiness at times because you're staying attached to a situation, attached to maybe an addiction, an obsession, some sort of codependency, fears. Maybe you feel manipulated or you feel materialistic. Whatever this is, the devil energy is about conditions, putting conditions and restraints on this joy that you want in your life, this sun energy. This is the time for you to release, reclaim your power. Both of these cards did show up in reverse. I read intuitively, whether they come out upright or not. I usually give both the duality, the upright and the flip side here, but I am sensing that you've gone through a lot of self-doubt. Through destructive indulgences, you've tried to numb that pain, right? You've tried to numb that shadow. And I feel like there is an opportunity here, specifically even around that 8-8 portal. I'm getting the 14th is going to be significant for you, Scorpio, as well as the 28th. So 4s and 8s are showing up here for you. So 8 we see with the swords. 4s are all about structure, planning, and foundation. And 8 is, well, Leo energy. We'll be in a month 8, August, but 8s are all about authority, strength, control, power, and speed. You can control your thoughts, even when it feels like your thoughts are controlling you. This is about you working on, maybe some of you really struggle with that thought process. Maybe some of you really struggle with how you view money, how you view that energy exchange. 8 of Swords is about eliminating that self-doubt by eliminating destructive indulgences and tendencies to numb it, suppress it, or hide it. This is the only way that you're going to free yourself. Right here is that Ace of Swords, that single sword, that you can cut this out, right? Cut it out of your energy and focus on new neuroplasticity, right? New energy within that brain that you can focus on a new belief system, regardless of how old you are. New science is proven that it doesn't matter how old you are, that neuroplasticity within the brain can be reprogrammed at any age. You know the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Yes, you can, right? Yes, it may feel a little more difficult because those beliefs have been there for longer, but it's not impossible. And when you realize that some of those indulgences or some of those destructive tendencies come in, you can eliminate them, and that will bring a new sense of confidence to your world, Scorpio. And I feel like that's the choice. That may be the choice that you are making in the month of August that's going to free you up to really bring in this sun energy that is your main starting point here. You have the sun. Don't let those tendencies dampen the joy that you have available all around you. When it comes to love, some of you may be deciding to release from a toxic energy, a toxic person, toxic relationship here because it's unrequited, right? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep something going. Therefore, it may fall apart naturally, organically, or it's something that you're making a choice to consciously do because, again, there's just not enough. Some sort of lesson has been learned, or maybe you just cross paths. It's okay to part ways, go your separate ways. For others of you, there could be a reconciliation. If this is something that you both are destined to come together in some way, shape, or form, maybe it is you dreaming about a person. For others of you, this reconciliation doesn't mean that you are coming back together to flourish in a relationship. It could mean that you get an apology, you get some sort of closure as well. Someone from your past may be returning and you may have a choice to make. Do I want to deal with toxic behaviors? Even though I know this person brings happiness to me, but they also bring a lot of sorrow. So you may need to work on balancing that or taking action on fixing a situation that may have felt challenging to you as well. And for others of you, if you're single and you're happy, I feel like you're being your best self, wanting to be your best self. So let your friends help you. But I'm also getting this energy here of some of you, you may have friends that maybe they like to go out and party. I mean, look at this devil energy. She looks like she's had a rough night or five, right? She looks like she's gone on a little bit of a bender. And so I feel for some of you, if you have friends that are a little more excessive, we'll call it, right? Excessive, you may be deciding to introduce new friends. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those friends at all, but I feel like you want to release some of those energies, or you may want to make more space in your schedule to do things that truly align with your soul. Maybe this isn't your game anymore, right? Maybe this devil energy of, partying or drinking or any addictions or, shopping, obsessions, whatever it is here, whatever you feel is controlling you, I feel like you have some good friends that you can turn to, or there's some good groups that you can meet, lifetime friends, because I'm sensing that here as well. All right. When it comes to money, wealth, career, and abundance, you have a lot of really good cards. So I do feel here that because you're working on some shadows when it comes to finances, they're growing here for you. You have the gift, you have the chest, and you have the coins. Now, the first card out here is the gift card. This is all about giving and receiving, reciprocity. There could be a sudden windfall that shows up here in the month of August that helps you out. I'm getting the message, make sure that you're spending wisely, because with that devil here, sometimes we can attach ourselves to things, and we can attach ourselves to maybe spending, or we have impulsive tendencies with that devil. Just be careful not to be blinded or blindsided. Okay, this could be about better money management. Your confidence will return as you focus on your growth, your expansion, your net worth as well. This can be about generosity. Some of you, this is financial support. There could be a work surprise coming in, or you may be taking a vacation. Some of you, I am sensing that there could be, not for all of you, there could be someone that is a little bit of forbidden fruit here, okay? Forbidden fruit, or there's something here that you shouldn't cross over into, whether you have or not. That may be a shadow aspect that's coming up on your end or their end or both. There may be a choice that needs to be made there, okay? Or maybe you've already made that choice and now there's some sort of action or consequence from it, all right? Now, when the gift card shows up, I sense that this is your spiritual gifts as well, Scorpio. So this is about you being supported, but also there's a gift coming your way. I feel like there could be a surprise. Maybe it's a gift certificate. It could also come in the form of a compliment. For others of you, there is a windfall or a new offer coming in that can grow and expand your resources, your abundance, but you may have a choice to make. There could be some sort of negotiation. Now you have the chess card. This is about money strategizing, wise spending. You're thinking long term here, which is good, but you're going to have to think something through, but don't sit on it for too long is what I'm getting. Take action. Be that leader. Some of you may have military in your background. Maybe you are supported by the military. You have military family members. Maybe your father was military. Please take that as it resonates. Okay, and lastly, you have the coins. Money is coming in here, and I feel September I'm getting, even though this is an August reading, I do feel more money, more abundance around September. This is about you investing wisely, and those investments that you have, maybe they're giving me a year ago, so there could be something that you've invested in a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago, that is going to pay off, and you're going to see it paying off in bigger ways. It could be a court case, a legal situation, a business, a new job offer. It could be that you put your money in a CD, a money market, something of that nature. It's going to pay off for you. Now, you may also have a career in sales and finance. You may be getting a raise. Maybe you haven't gotten a raise in 2 years or a year, but something good and lucky and fortuitous is showing up here, Scorpio, for you. And you're going to see some money flowing. So I like this. Also, for those of you that play, I'm not here to promote anything, but if you already play the lottery or scratch offs or, Powerball, or maybe you like to sit in front of the machine and push the buttons here. If you do that already, now I'm not saying go take your hard-earned spend money and go do it if you never have, but if it's something that's of a regular routine, or you don't mind buying a scratch off sometimes, depending on where you're located, I am getting a win here. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to be, $1 million win. It could be as small as $5 or even a couple dollars. It could be as big as, yes, millions. I am seeing here some sort of win when it comes to, buying a ticket or buying or testing your luck on something here. I feel like someone's going to win. Okay. So again, please use your intuition to the best of your ability here. But I certainly sense that there could be money won for you. Now, what is your higher self trying to tell you at this time that you may not be hearing? What am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for something that will be, right? If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Today is soul action, Scorpio. Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back. Oh my gosh, we just talked about this devil energy and the Eight of Swords. Sometimes this Eight of Swords can be about restricting ourselves. It can be self-fulfilling prophecies. It's about needing and wanting to take off the blindfold that sometimes we put on ourselves, right? It's about looking in the mirror and getting to the root of a situation here. So name that fear. Take off that blindfold. Look at the worst case scenario if you need to. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Yes, you do. All right, so there's something here with being afraid of losing. That could be money. Maybe that's why the lottery or the slot machines were coming in here. Maybe you've never done that in your life and you're thinking, I really want to win big, but I'm not willing to pay the price. I'm not willing to buy the ticket, right? So there's something here with letting go of that fear of loss, okay? That could be something some of you are working the shadow work through. What if I lose my identity? What if I lose my money and I don't have enough to pay bills? What if I lose my vehicle? What if I lose this love or my child? Or, there's just so many fears around attachments. And that is ultimately why we fear loss, is because we've become so attached through the devil energy. We've become so attached to situations, people, places, or things around us that it tends to control us. What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you were to take life into your own hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision. Literally, we have choices, we have actions and decisions. Make a decision and do it. No more waiting for others. Do it scared. Take the leap. Yes, Scorpio. No more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you will discover what you are really made of. A wild soul, a strong heart, you can't lose. Beautiful energy here. You have the chop wood card. So this is about getting down to the nitty gritty. It is about getting to work, tending to maybe the smaller details. Perhaps you've been spending recklessly and you don't even know how much debt that you've racked up on your credit card. Taking a look at that, right? Some of you with the shadow work, this is about taking a look at some buried emotions. Are you suffering by covering up the pain, covering up through addictions of whatever form, right? Food, sex, alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be. This is about you doing the work, and it may feel like heavy, hard work, right? Excuse me. When you think of chopping wood, I mean, that's some work to be done. You may be sore for a few days after, but it's ultimately going to feel like a sense of accomplishment, and it's going to keep you warm. So symbolically, if you can look at it in the context here of doing a little bit of work now, that may feel a little bit painful, it may feel heavy, but it will reap great rewards here for you. All right, let's take a look here, Scorpio, and open up that third eye chakra by receiving messages from your power animals. So at this time, I just ask if you can, take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area, and release through your mouth. And I want you to take a couple of those deep breaths. And as you release, I want you to close your eyes and focus on that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And Scorpio, I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or domesticated. It can be an animal that flies high in the sky or swims deep in the sea. Maybe one that's crossed over, or one at your home currently. Maybe an animal that you've seen recently in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer. And for those of you Scorpios who would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel, please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, beautiful souls. You have here card 28, card 1, card 13, and 39. Those could be significant numbers, birth dates, anniversaries. Could be in your telephone number, your home number. It could be life path number or personal year. It could be your age as well. So we have right away frog spirit, and it says it's time to clear out the clutter. Yeah, whatever mental clutter you have going on here, whatever emotional clutter, whatever clutter you have physically, right? This is about you clearing it out, making way for fresh new energy to come in. So frog spirit says it's time to clear out that clutter. I'm also getting a message here of it's time to take that leap, right? Leapfrog. So you may see frogs. Frog may have been your animal. You may see a frog tattoo, or maybe you have a frog tattoo. I feel like there's transformation here, and it's also a reminder to keep moving forward. Keep taking that leap, okay? Next, you have ants. Ants are all about collaborating, working together. It's also card 1, which represents new beginnings, leadership, self-courage. It represents gifts as well. So I do feel like there's collaboration here. You're putting those pieces together, and I feel like you don't have to do it alone. For those of you that have had to go it alone for a long time, get ready, because I am seeing here some sort of collaboration showing up. Maybe not right in the month of August, but within 2023, the rest of 2023, specifically September, October, but I am getting here resources, which you have showing up here as well. So resources are available. Collaborations are fruitful and abundant at this time. So take that next step. Next, you have cat spirit. Claim your independence. Card 13. 13 in tarot is the death. This is all about a time of a rebirth, time of an ending. Don't resist or hang on to that change, because this change is going to allow you to be independent, not codependent, for some of you that have struggled with that codependency with the devil. For others of you, this is about you being independent within the choices that you make, making those choices yourself, not letting other people come in and do it it for you. And lastly, you have the Moth Spirit, and it says surrender now, card 39. The surrender is like the Hanged Man energy. When the Hanged Man energy comes in, it can be control, right? You may feel controlled because this can be conditions that are put upon you where you're being asked to surrender. Surrender and let go of any attachments that you found yourself attached to over the course of your lifetime. It is time to get yourself unstuck, not restrict yourself, because there is a new perspective here available. There's a new way of doing things, but you must surrender. So beautiful messages here for you, Scorpio. And last but not least, you've received the medicine wheel from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I will read to you the medicine, which is the help, and then the invitation as well. It is card 35. Some of you may be 35 years old. Some of you may be in a life path 8 or in an 8 personal year, but I'm also getting that 8 energy of August. And we do have that Lionsgate portal as well. And you can see it's not a lion, but it's a cat, a creature. You have the eagle, you have the snake, you have the hummingbird, and you have, it almost looks like a cheetah possibly. But the medicine wheel, it says, you must not postpone your healing journey any longer. It can be difficult to start, but you must find the inner strength to step into the medicine wheel, or you may lose your opportunity. There are many ways and many paths. Choose the one you resonate most with. Once you have found it, the only mistake you can make is not to follow it. Go boldly. That's your medicine, right? That's what you're being called to do at this time. The invitation is this, Scorpio. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it is important that you take a look at certain aspects of your being. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect on how you are still clinging to events from the past. Continue to the west and notice which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Step into the north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? End at the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. It is up to how much time you spend in each direction. It is up to you how much time you spend in each direction. Minutes, days, or months. But when you are done, make sure to step outside the wheel and contemplate your journey. Wow, this is beautiful. I had to chuckle there because it resonates exactly with what we are talking about here. So whether you are focusing more on that east journey, whether you're focusing more on relationships, whether it's more on passions, it is about you envisioning here what you want that next chapter and that next step to look like. And that's why you have the choices here. It is up to you to do that by taking action. Like it says, whether it's minutes, days, or years, the choice is yours, but it's important for you to make that choice. So very powerful energy here, Scorpio. It looks to be a very wonderful month for you to stick to something that you've wanted for quite some time, right? It's something that you are. For some of you, I just heard I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Okay, so there's an option. There's a choice here for you. And some of you may feel like I don't have any other choice, but you do. You have the sun card. So the sun wants to shine upon you. You are abundant. You know, you are, your birthright is abundance, is prosperity, is love, is light. So we don't want to cap that by holding ourselves hostage or prisoner of our past or of conditionings or beliefs that we believe in that aren't true for us. It was just a consequence or an experience that is tacked on to your energy that is ready to be released once and for all, in order for you to live that life of abundance that you truly desire. Thank you so much for tuning in, Scorpio. If this helped, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. I would love to see those power animals in the comment section box below. I will enter you into that free reading giveaway. And if you're vibing with the energy of the channel, please feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and that little notification bell so you don't miss the notifications for future references and videos. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here, Scorpio. Lots of love to you.